Hello? Is this working? Is this working? Hang on a sec. Hello! Hi! Oh my god, there I am. Hello! Hello! Is this working? Can you hear me? There should be a chat window there somewhere. Is anybody talking? Does anybody want to say something? Hello! 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 My goodness, there's 7 people watching this live stream. And there's a lag as well because I can hear myself. I've got myself set up on another computer so I can see what you lot are seeing back at home. And so pleased. Should I be waiting for more people to come, or should I get started straight away? That's the thing. Somebody talk to me in the chat thing, please, if you can. You can hear me. Joy Do is just saying you can hear me. Right, okay. For those people who may be watching this at a later date, this is a live stream. And I'm sorry if you may think that I'm actually at the Witchbomb. I'm not. I'm just like you. I'm at home. I want to do something special for those people like myself that couldn't make it. So the opening ceremony is actually starting in less than 30 minutes time. Oh, you wish me to start? Brilliant. Okay. So I'm gonna get on with it then. So you should, in part, you should be able to see what I see. In fact, I can hear myself on this other computer. So nice to meet you too. I'm going to mute myself in this other computer because it's really distracting. If you're not used to hearing your own voice, it's very, very strange. And some people seem to think I've got a nice voice. I'm not so sure on that. And this is a new thing for me. I've never streamed before, and I'm kind of glad that there's not a lot of people watching at the moment. There's 15 people, but I'm seeing the anxiety creep up because I can see 15 people on that counter on my screen over there. The reason why I've got another screen set up so I can see what you're seeing, it's so that I know that things are working. I know there's a bit of a lag. And I want you to be able to see what I'm seeing when I'm going using my computer. But when I'm looking at different windows, I can't see what you're saying in the chat log. So that's another reason why I've got the chat log over there. Oh, thank you. I have a nice voice. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. If you get value from this, then it's good. You know, it's good experience for me. And I've always wanted to do this, but I've been like, for the last few weeks, I've been, should I do it? Should I not? And this Monday, I thought, well, let's do it. Because there was so much excitement that's been going on over social media over this event. I thought, well, let's do something for people who can't make it. And we can have a bit of a gossip as well about what you know, what I know, what you've seen. Hey, how do I, W47K, how should I call you? What should I call you? I'm leaving a delay here because I realise that as soon as you get my message, tell me what you want me to call you, because I want some to and from on this, to and fro. Right, okay. So, where should we start? I think possibly the event itself. So, as today's the opening ceremony, there isn't a lot happening. I'm just going to flick on this screen. Unfortunately, I don't think I can zoom in. I don't think I can anyway. I'll just read it out for you guys. You don't mind either. I'll call you W47. You can be Agent 47. How's that? Okay. I'll get back to this. You just tell me if you don't like that. And I'll look back at the screen in a second. Okay, so the main event starts off in 30 minutes. So it's 7:30 UK time when the main hall opens. So basically I would imagine everybody's in the main entrance hall of the Renaissance Hotel where it's all starting. And the opening ceremony starts at 8 o'clock. I can't quite read what it says there. 8:30 it says meet and greet at the reception, and they're going to have some sort of party disco called Beltane, which starts at, is that 8:30? I can't read, it's so small. But it finishes, the disco finishes at 9 o'clock. So yeah, it's a good chance for people to just to meet people who have already met online, but they may not know what they look like. Sorry. Yeah, I know there's a friend of mine that's still on her way there at the moment, and this is there is. Hang on a sec. What time is it? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I've got a surprise for you all as soon as I can find my phone. One sec. Where's my phone? Right, okay, sorry, that was so unprofessional of me. Okay, so in a few minutes time I'm going to see if I can call Anne in the UK. I've disappeared off camera, I'm sorry. Right, so in a few minutes time I will be contacting Anne in the UK and see if she can give me some insight about what's happening over at the event now, and what the atmosphere is like. But we can't call her because it's a bit early, so I've got to wait until 15 minutes past 7. This is not done very quickly, it's not very well organised. In the meantime, we can probably talk about, let's see, Star Fury. Even though the event hasn't fully, is not took off yet, they're actually selling tickets for next year. And that was quite surprising. If you want to have a look at how much they cost, let's see, hang on. Why is it allowing me to zoom in on this one? That's strange. Event tickets. Oh, it's not allowing me click on it. Oh, Witchbomb. That helps. Can you see what I'm seeing here? I'll be able to move my screen over a bit. Hang on. So the Witchbomb convention tickets, if you want a gold ticket right now for next year, it's £220. If you want a regular ticket, it's £130. The gold ticket gives you access to everything, but you'd probably still have to pay for extra things like meet and greets or something like that, and photo ops, but they'll give more information about that as it becomes available. Right, okay, so has anybody got any questions? Oh, I've turned what's happened to my camera? My camera's gone off. What has happened to my camera? What has happened to my camera? Well, that's odd. Sorry guys. Well, it's live. These things happen. I don't know why that's happened. Come on, you silly thing. Work. I guess it didn't like me moving my screen around, but you can still hear me, right? I wonder if it allows me to do that, and it'll allow me to... Oh, I know what's up with this. Hang on. It's because I'm dealing with layers. Please, I am so sorry. This is... You can tell I'm an amateur, can't you? Right, okay. Where's that there? I'm clicking on all kinds of things and it's not working. Live through the web through content. It's not allowing me to do that. Hang on. Why is it putting my window source at there and that's there? Hey! Yes! Technical problems. I'm such a noob at this. So, hang on, I'm just hyperventilating. I need to blow it. No bag available, so we have to use a blue balloon. Of course, I picked the only... I picked the only blue balloon with a puncher in it. Look at that. It's got a hole in it, look. This balloon is not getting blown up anytime soon. What it is when you're... Sorry, I'm out of focus. When you have... Just like on your normal desktop, you have things minimized, like you've just said there. I'm back! Hello! When you have things minimized and you have layers on top of each other, if you're used to using sort of like digital editing software, what you place on top is the thing that goes on top. The ones at the bottom obviously is layered underneath. And when I move my window around, I think I'll just lock it in place there so that won't happen again. So everything's locked in place. Right, okay, I know it's not a blue balloon, I know that, but any balloon should do, right? Because, ow, ow, ow. There's a reason why I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a social experiment. If I pop this, somebody tell me if something falls over in the house. I'm also keeping an eye on the time because it's 19:13, 2 minutes left to go, and I'm stalling, sorry. Just waiting before I can call Anne and see what's going on at the convention. Okay. Now, should I pop it or should I not? Should I do it now or should I do it later? Or do you have anxiety about me popping this balloon? I'm waiting now for a response from you guys because I've just realised there's a bit of a delay. Should we do it? Should we do it? Oh heck. Okay, that's Oh, it's still 2 minutes left. Come on. Come on, things don't go. I did it. I popped it. I had a pack of balloons from last year and I didn't know what to do with it. I mean, I used up all the blue balloons and I had too much anxiety about popping them, so I had them for about nearly 2 months and they just naturally deflated by themselves. You had anxiety with it blowing up. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. Watch it now. I hope I've got the right number for Anne. If you're just watching, if you're just joining us and you're watching this sort of like tomorrow or something, this is a live stream, and I'm waiting very patiently to try and contact somebody, a very good friend, somebody I know from the fandom who's at the other. It's 15 minutes past. Okay, so, right, okay, so, oh, I know how to put it on speakerphone, need to put the volume up. Hopefully you can hear this, by the way. The volume's up as high as it's going to go. Is it on speaker? Yes, can you...
2 messaging service. The person you are calling is unable to take your call.
She's got her phone
Please leave
switched
your
off.
message after the tone. To re-record your message, key hash at...
We'll try again later. Obviously, I know that they've got what's called an embargo. They're not allowed to have phones at certain points. So it's quite possible we might not get in touch with her today. So leave it a few more minutes. Okay, so what else have we got? I do have a story actually about a friend of mine who comes from Norway. So she didn't leave until, say, I think she was about 2 o'clock this afternoon. She left me a message saying, "Oh, I'm in Oslo airport. The gates haven't opened yet." And I got this sense of anxiety from her because a lot of her friends, have already made it there, and people have been posting, "Oh yeah, pictures from the, from the Heathrow airport saying that they've already made it." And she's sort of like, "Oh. We'll get back to that story later." Anne, is that you?
Hi Jane, yeah, sorry, I was fighting balloons.
Oh, don't worry. Listen, I have to tell you this before you say anything else. You are live on YouTube. Can you? Hopefully, people can hear you. I've got you on speakerphone. Are you okay to talk for a few minutes?
Yeah.
And are you okay to be live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
How long are you planning to be live on YouTube?
Hopefully, I'm going to try and last an hour, so I'm going to leave it about 8 o'clock, unless I run out of things to say. But you're going to help me add more content, because yes, anybody can actually look at social media and get stories, but there are certain stories that you just can't get, and I want that personal touch. Do you know what I mean? So you're actually there, so you can tell me more about what you've experienced so far. I know it's not the opening ceremony hasn't happened yet, has it?
No, the doors have just opened for people to go in.
Okay.
So I haven't seen the setup yet, but everybody's here.
Everybody, really?
I've been talking to Nancy, I've been talking to Jar Jar, I've been talking to Elodie, I've been talking to so many people that I know online.
Oh.
So many people going, "Oh, I've read your fanfic, I've watched your videos, oh, I've seen your posts," and things like that. There's so many people here.
Yeah.
And it's a case of, "Oh, that's what you look like. That's who you are."
I know, because we get to feel a person's personality through what they tweet. Although it's not called tweet anymore. It's the app formerly known as Twitter, isn't it? It's brand X.
Not going there. I'm really not going there.
No, I know, it really isn't. So you have been handing out blue balloons and helping people to get orientated when they come in, is that right?
Oh, yes. And we've been getting people to sign birthday cards for Emily the clerk. We got 2 big A2 sized cards and we filled them.
Yeah.
So giving them to the organisers a few minutes ago.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Want them to make sure that Emily gets them. So I've been assured that, they will give her those cards, make sure she gets them.
Yeah.
But they can't guarantee when they'll do it. But, I've had that discussion with them.
Yeah.
We've got a balloon stand of spree balloons that's been in registration all afternoon. Well, I've got another couple here with me at the moment that we're going to try and get on stage for the opening ceremony. But we'll have to see if we can manage that yet.
Yeah.
I was fighting one because I've just got back to my hotel room because we've been clearing things up. So we've given away 2 boxes of pens so far. I've got another box of pens still to give away.
Oh, I've not mentioned anything about that yet. I was going to ask you. I was going to tell people you've got a surprise, and then I was going to ask you if I could tell people about that. So, So can you tell everybody about your mission to try and include people who are at the event? You've been like the spirit. Sorry, go ahead.
So many people who can't get in.
Yeah.
Visa problems and passport problems, can't afford it, can't get the time off work and things like that.
Yeah.
So just trying to get some things to mean that they don't miss out completely. So, amongst other things, I've got pens, spree blue, saying, "We are Storm and Fury," and then hashtag Motherland Fort Salem.
That's brilliant. Can I ask you a question? I'm sorry to interrupt. Now, with these, is that sort of like something that you've decided to do on your own and with some other fans, or is that something that Star Fury has done for fans?
No, I decided to do. Because I've got experience with Pride events, and when you buy freebies, most freebies end up in the bin within 24 hours.
Yeah.
But things that don't, the things that people keep, are things that are useful.
Yeah.
The useful things cost a bit more, and we found the most cost-effective were pens. So I already knew the company that we use. I already knew the quality that I was going to get at a very reasonable price.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got a load of pens done. There's no copyright for We Are Storm and Fury. There's no copyright for any hashtags.
No.
So
no.
To give away. So it's a way of including it, and I've got a few other bits lying around. I've got a lot of things lying around at the moment. I need to tidy up.
Can I just say, well, that is such an absolutely wonderful thing, and the idea, I mean, there are some people who bought the ticket straight away last year as soon as they become available, and then there are other people that have just, as soon as they found out there was some tickets still left, up until last week, have suddenly decided to go. And those people who have had a year of planning and bonding, I've had a head start on those people. I've just decided to go in the last few days, but having some people that would just do something nice like hand out balloons is lovely. It is a lovely gesture, and it's a good way of being able to introduce yourself to people who you kind of know, but you don't know what they look like you've said before. It's brilliant.
Been people who have been shy, but if you give them the box and say, go around and say to people, do you want a Motherland pen? Or take the card. Do you want to sign Emily's birthday card?
Oh, that's brilliant.
Do you want chocolate? Because we've got a box of, one of these big tubs of heroes. Do you want chocolate? It's just this conversation starters.
Yeah.
And Sarah has been absolutely brilliant. She has blown up goodness knows how many blue balloons. It's been like her personal mission in life this afternoon.
I blew up a balloon just to use up time while I was waiting to call you, and it was I kind of half expected though for it to go straight to voicemail, and then I wasn't expecting you to call back because I knew how incredibly chaotic and busy it would be there, and it's just. Thank you for doing this. I mean, I can't thank you enough. It's brilliant.
It's just, I kind of hadn't got enough hands to pick the phone up and do that when I was balloons trying to escape, because I've got these two balloon stands, and with all due respect, they're not the most sturdy, but then, El Cheapo off Amazon.
Yes.
They only have to last a few hours. And it's the sort of thing that just keeps making that visible statement, because I've seen people lining up to go into the main hall. So many of them are holding their blue balloons.
Are they?
Come on stage and they are going to see a forest of blue balloons and to know exactly what the fandom's all about.
It is. It's such a fantastic thing, and people tend to do things for free for other people because they're mostly. Well, not everybody's in the same boat. Not everybody has the same amount of money, but everybody has the same passion on a show that they like. They may not like the same thing about it, but that's perfectly okay. That's brilliant. Is there anything else you want to say? Because I realised I've kept you going for a while, and it's 7:25, and I know that you guys will be going in very shortly. Is there anything you want to say?
I just want to say to those who can't be here, you are not forgotten. You are as much part of this con, and if you can be telling Star Fury what you want, make sure that we get plenty of Motherland guests at Witchbomb too. We don't want warrior nun people. Sorry, I'm sure they're lovely. So just keep DMs, emails, tweets, tags, and this weekend, get Witchbomb trending. So every hashtag of Witchbomb you can do, every trend, please take screen grabs, put it online. We'll show Star Fury that Witchbomb with us trends. If you can get switches trending, even better.
Yep.
And waiting for Marianne to arrive because apparently she met Amalia at the airport.
I was about to tell a story about that just before you rang. Yes. I'm actually in group. No, it's all right. It's honestly very true. I'm actually.
I mean, listen, oh my God,
well,
I'm Kelly, and Kelly says she's Jar Jar, and I'm Jar Jar.
But it's actually true because I'm in so many different group chats with Marianne, and she's 1 minute saying that I'm in Oslo airport. The gates haven't opened to board the plane yet, and we're just waiting. And then she's saying, I wonder if Amalia's got, will be coming now. And then I think I checked back maybe about half an hour later or so. I can't remember the amount of time. And then she says, right, okay, the gates are opening from Oslo, and there's two flights going to London. It's 100% chance that I'm going to see Amalia at the airport. And at first I thought, I raised my eyebrows and thought, okay, we'll have to see. And then when I checked back later, she says, I had a conversation with her. I went over and chatted with her. She did. I mean, I was going to ask, in that situation, I'm putting this question out to everybody who's watching. Okay, do you when you're going to a convention and you're going to meet the person who you're going to see at the convention, do you walk over to them and have a kind of casual conversation, which is what Marianne did? Do you pick a spot on the wall and pretend that you don't see them? Or B, do you just you feel so anxious, you leave you go out the way and you go to the other side of the room and just go to the toilet? Yeah, and then if it was me, if I did something like that, if I did see, I'd end up like tripping over my luggage or something. So everybody drew their attention anyway. But apparently she's very lovely person, Amalia. She was very courteous. But apparently, when it comes to conventions, there's very strict rules over coming over and talking to cast. Is that right?
Don't have a minder with them, so they won't be hanging around the hotel.
Right.
Largely, they're invited to parties, are invited to all sorts of things. It's up to them. But if they're just wandering around, they've got a minder with them.
Right. Okay.
So it's not easy to approach them.
No.
So by and large, leave them alone.
Yeah.
If you take photographs of them wandering around the corridor with a minder, then that's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
But there are very carefully structured times when we can talk to them, like the meet and greets, like the autograph sessions. We have to keep them. But we do our best.
We do. One last thing, you reminded me about this certain birthday, a cast member's birthday that's coming up this Sunday. Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
We didn't record anything. It was absolute chaos. Yeah, so we failed so far on that one.
Okay.
But then if you could see the queue, the entire length of the foyer to get into the main hall, so go said, no, there's no way able to do this. There is, my guess, we've certainly got hundreds of people here.
Yeah.
I brought 400 blue balloons and we've got through an awful lot of them. I don't know what I've got left. So my guess is probably about 500 people here this weekend.
What? I had no idea that it was that many people.
They're from everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Enough Aussies.
Hmm.
And people are connecting, and there's things like, can I write a Dutch message in Emily's card? I've been using my French and my German this afternoon.
Wow.
Dad. in all occasions, they immediately switch to English. It's obviously a case of what the hell is this woman talking about? But yeah, when to communicate somehow, often them telling me their English is bad, and they obviously decided my French was worse. My defence is I've used my French since 1980, and I stopped studying German in 1985.
Oh
so
my God. I keep saying one last question, and it's already 7:30. I need to ask you something about Elodie. Now, for those people who are watching, Elodie, she's the lady who does a lot of artwork for Twitter, Instagram. A lot of people use this art as well for the petition. She's French, and in chat earlier on, one thing she said she struggled a little bit on is understanding English accents, because we have quite a lot of different accents, and most people that are foreign tend to get used to sort of like a received pronunciation, and when you come in contact with Cockney, I don't know, Geordie, I don't know if there are any Geordie people going in there, but do you see what I mean? It can be quite tricky for them.
That is one thing with the Midlands. We tend to be fairly neutral accent. So we're quite blended, so we're probably easy to understand than something like Geordie or Glaswegian or...
Oh, we can, us Brits can, I mean, but I'm talking about people whose natural language isn't English. Yeah.
So I spoke to Melody, we managed to communicate.
You did.
We're happy.
Oh God, and I'd really love to meet you. I'd really love to meet Elodie, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Personal circumstances would prevent me from going, because I'm going to say it. I'm actually a carer. I've got family members who are disabled and cannot live independently, so I would struggle to feel safe. Well, their safety. I'll be worried about home rather than enjoying myself going to a convention. I think it'd be a bit different if I lived closer to the convention. I could get back the same day, but going down to London would be a bit far. I know some northerners have actually used the plane to get down there because it's more convenient rather than going by train, because the train station isn't anywhere near Heathrow, so that's interesting.
Yeah, but if people are interested in some of the freebies I'm collecting, no guarantees.
No guarantees.
But if they send me a DM and be prepared for the fact that I won't be answering anything until I get home.
Yeah, well, what we can do is, if you want me to do some sort of artwork or poster saying that you can then have a better idea of how many free stuff you've got to give away, and we can sort of like put it on Twitter, and I can possibly put it on my community page on
aimed at people who are not here.
Yes.
So I think tell them.
Yeah.
Because I'm collecting it for the people who are not here. People who are here can collect things for themselves. You know, that's up to them. But people who aren't here, they send me a DM. I'll see what I've got.
Yeah.
And see what I've got by the end of the weekend, and see what we can share around.
Well, that's brilliant.
So, I say, no guarantees. I know I've got some stuff. I might collect more. Who knows? We'll just do our best.
Of course. Right. I'm so sorry, I keep talking over you. I'm very tempted to ask you to pass the phone to somebody else, but no, I won't do that, because you guys have got to get in queue, and you've got to get in line and get into the main hall for the opening ceremony, haven't you? So, yeah. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I don't know how long I could waffle on to about rubbish without this conversation. It was much needed. Thank you so much.
So I'm just sorry I didn't actually pick up immediately, but
No, it's absolutely fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everybody, wave to Anne in the UK. Hopefully you've heard that conversation on my phone, and she's a very busy lady. She's got to get off now, so thank you so much.
My pleasure, and I'll probably send you a text.
Wonderful. Later. Yes, okay. I'm waving to you, but I know that you can't see me, but you can have to imagine it. You'll be able to see it later on.
Back to everyone.
Waving back to everyone. You'll be able to see it on the live section of my YouTube channel. Okay?
Right.
Okay, take care. Have a lovely time while you're there, Anne. And take
Right.
care. Bye-bye.
And you. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let's see. Oh, God. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That is something that you just can't get off reading messages from... Hello, Florence. Hello. Welcome. Everybody that's, you know, if you've just arrived, welcome. We've just been on the phone to Anne in the UK from the Witchbomb. Lovely lady. I think she's been some sort of ambassador of the spree, trying to recruit new members to the spree as they enter into the foyer of the hotel. So that's just lovely. Okay, so what else can we talk about? We've still got 24 minutes left. And I realise Florence has just come in. Hello, everybody. Hello. I keep stopping and saying hello. Okay, so what else? I think what we can do is possibly look at what's going on. So they're having so they're entering to the main hall that opened a couple of minutes ago. Anne reckons, as we're going to do a recap for people who's just started, Anne reckons there's over 500 people that has arrived at the event for this weekend, and it's just absolutely manic. There's a massive queue to get into the main hall to start the opening ceremony, and then they're going to go in to have a disco that's starting from, I'm going to say 8:30. I can't read it properly, it's very small writing. A bit like Mr. Magoo when it comes to reading things. I'm sorry. Let's just go back. That is, hang on, Saturday's event. Tomorrow at the main hall starts at 11:30. At noon, Candice McClure and Diana. I can't pronounce Diana's last name. Is it Pawlowski? I'm gonna say that. That's at noon. So I'm guessing that these are like Q&As. At 1 o'clock tomorrow, you're gonna have Lynn Renee and Emily Leclerc. I think that's the name. I'm no good at doing names. I'm very sorry. 2 p.m. we've got Olivia Declan and Christina Torteri Young. They're from Warrior Nun. So they'll also be doing, I think that's their Q&A at 2 o'clock. At 3 o'clock we've got Taylor Hickson and Amalia Home. That's going to be possibly their Q&A at 3 o'clock. And then at 4:30 or 4:30 it all ends. So roughly, yeah, at 4:30 the Q&As and it all ends. And then the main hall opens again at 7 p.m. and 8:30 there's a cosplay contest. Oh, there's going to be some really cool photographs online tomorrow. That's going to be brilliant. I'm looking forward to all the people dressing up in their dress uniforms, because there's plenty of people that's managed to get their hands on official actual it's not merch. When they auctioned off all the stuff last year, that some fans have been able to go and buy some of the costumes, and they'll probably be coming in with those. And that is photo ops then starts at 9 o'clock. And what else? Yeah, all the cast photo ops start from 9 o'clock and end at 10 o'clock. Fan meet starts at 12:30 with Lynn Renee and Emily Leclerc. 1 o'clock we've got Taylor Hickson and Amalia Home, and 1:30 we've got, sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, I'm reading this thing on the screen. I'm just doing this because not everybody has access to Twitter, because you need an account now to be able to log in. And plus it also limits how many tweets you can read per day, which is sad. I mean, really, even established non-verified accounts can only read 600 tweets a day, which is sad. Yes. Okay. Have I mentioned about the Switches gathering next month? I don't think I have. We have another convention which is happening in Paris. It's in September the 30th. I don't like saying the day last. I'm going to be British and say the 30th of September 2023 in Paris. It's only for one day, and what's interesting is it gives you some information about the SAG-AFTRA strike, which probably ties in with what they can and can't say at the convention. So basically, any promotional stuff which is occurring, they're not allowed to promote themselves as part of the strike. So it says here, as you may know, SAG-AFTRA, the union that represents our guests, is currently on a strike against major studios, networks and streamers. I can't say the name of the convention thingy. I'm going to say Nostalgia is proud to support SAG-AFTRA and is its members in their effort to secure a fair, equitable, respectful contract. I mean, they need to get on. I mean, it's not the actors' fault. It's just the studios are actually taking advantage of actors and writers at the moment, and they need to get on top of that. It's so unfair. So basically, what it's saying is they can talk about general things, but they can't talk about work stuff that they're doing. So that's going to be quite interesting about what they can ask and what they can't ask in the QAs tomorrow. Are they even allowed to talk about past projects like Motherland Fort Salem, or I don't know. I suppose you can get by on talking about cultural questions instead, like how was your flight? How long were you flying for? What was the weather like? And see how you can get by in about an hour's worth of QAs doing that. It's not easy talking to a camera when it's one way. Right, I'm looking at what you guys are saying. What are you guys saying over there? Oh, you love the uniform and jackets. Yeah, they look good. They're going to look really good when they do the cosplays tomorrow. That's going to be really exciting. I'm looking forward to the pictures. I know some switches have actually posted pictures of themselves stood beside a large sort of picture which is advertising the Witchbomb, but I'm not going to show that because it's being respectful, and you've got to sort of like ask the permission to be able to do that. Even though they've put it on social media for all to see, I don't think they actually agreed for it to go into this live stream. So I'm not gonna go there. Oh right, okay. Sorry, I've not even talked about the guests at this Paris con. So you've got, for those who don't know, you've got Taylor Hickson, Arlen. How do you pronounce the middle name? Is it Iago Stewart? I'm going to go with that. And Lynn Renee and Jessica Sutton and S. Holdermoser. So somebody please tell me if I've got any of those names wrong, because I'm rubbish at doing names. Oh, Florence Lois. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Again, I'm rubbish at doing names. It says, I wonder how creative it's going to be for switches asking questions. That's actually going to be tricky. They might, I don't know if they're going to have switches asking questions, or whether they might, Star Fury tomorrow will have their own preset questions that they want to ask. I don't know how that is. And I haven't gone into Star Fury's. I do actually have some notes here, which I've not looked at, until now. So we have tomorrow's lineup is Taylor Hickson, Amalia Holm, Lynn Renee, Candice McClure, Emily Lyric, and Diana Pavlovska. Did I mention that before? I can't remember. Silly memory. And we've got Christina Torterra Young and Olivia Declan. Which I have to say that Olivia looks so much like, is it Sarah Yarkin, who plays, oh God, what's she called? Somebody help me. Yeah, switches are a crafty bunch. I'm reading from the comment section over there. Yeah. Oh, incidentally, let's see. There is some more information that Anne sent me today, which I haven't seen online yet. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? 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 I'm so disorganized. Oh, I can't find it there. But basically, what this little piece of paper is referring to the SAG-AFTRA strike. We have two members that will be leaving early on Sunday, which will be Lynn Renee and Flip. Who else? Christina Torteri Young, because they will not be around for the end ceremony due to maybe because they've got other work than they're not allowed to talk about or promote, so they're leaving early. But they will try and get fan meets and fan signs done before they leave, so everybody gets a chance to be able to meet them. So that's pretty cool. What time is it? 1946. Oh, what can I do? What can I say to fill in time, guys? What can I fill in? What can I do? Oh yes. Apparently, is all of you familiar with? Oh, my silly brain. It's totally gone. Okay, I was thinking about redemption and it just went out my head. So, maybe I should just get my balloons and start blowing them up until my memory comes back. Amalia Home and Flora Leo. Okay, that's what I wanted to say, yeah. So they actually created a song that was based on, Flora created the song, and she very kindly got Amalia to sing the Redemption based from, God, why can't I make a sentence? I can't get a sentence out. That song is going to be available very soon for streaming. I don't know, I've not checked Spotify yet, but you can still see it on YouTube and also see it on, listen to it on my channel because I've done an edit. I normally do edits twice a week, but I've not done any this week because I've been learning how to live stream and it's quite technical, and yeah, as you can see I made a mess of it earlier on because I got my windows all messed up. Somebody give me an idea of what I'm supposed to say after this. You love Amalia sing, that's it, at Redemption. Thank you. Francis, you made it. Oh my God, hello, Francis. She's I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I've let the cat out of the bag. She's already appears in one video that's on my YouTube channel already, where we talked about the fandom and things like that. I should really link it in the description. I think I'll do that later. I've not done it already. I'm dying here, guys. Help me out. Yes, nice to meet you. Help me out. Give me some. Nancy Darper from Canada. Hello. Hello, darling. How are you doing? How are you doing? Help me out here. I'm dying. Give me something to talk about. This is the worst live stream in history, but luckily, how many people are watching? Oh, only 19 people are watching. That's fine. That's okay. But thank you for the support, guys. Love you. Hi. Oh gosh. I'll tell you what, we'll just have a quick look at the timeline and see what's what. For those people who don't have access to Twitter, see what's going on, see anything new. So it's mostly pictures of people just arriving. Starry Mag saying, we promise we'll be there for you on the good and the bad days. Hopefully Taylor will sing songs as well, possibly. The switches will join. Well, it doesn't really matter if there's a lot of people watching or not. It's just it's going to be available for people who want to watch it later. So that's the main thing, isn't it? For those people who've just entered, unfortunately you've missed Anne in the UK. She gave me she gave me 15 minutes of her time, actually it was more like 20, telling me exactly what happened, what's been going on, and it's been a fab time with everybody gathering. She's got to meet lots of people who she knows from Twitter, and it's quite amazing, people seeing each other for the first time. It's pretty awesome. Oh, no, I shouldn't put that on because that's somebody's... oh, here we go. I don't know whether you can see that, guys, but that's actually the convention hall. That's what everybody's queuing to get into at the moment. So when you get there, that's where the excitement happens for the fans as soon as they come in. I'm a bit scared now to scroll down in case I come across somebody's picture who they've posted on Twitter, but they, you know, I don't really have consent to actually show it. So I'll just click off that now. Do I know who's going to be host? I wonder if it's going to be Sean, the organiser of Star Fury. You know, I wonder if he's going to come on. There were some switches last year that actually filmed part of the, you know, the bit where Taylor came on stage, and the crowd just went absolutely wild. I wonder if they're allowed to video that, you know, take footage of that this year. I'd love to see that. When I set this event, I did not know what the itinerary was. I thought that things were just going to kick off this morning and the ceremony was going to be then, but as it stands, it's actually happening in the next couple of minutes. I'll probably wait until everybody's queued up to get inside the hall, and then they'll probably start. And from what Anne said, there was quite a lot of people waiting to go in. Oh, is that right? Amalia and Marianne has landed and are on the way. So they're in London right now. That's fab. So mostly people well-wishing other people that are going. And there isn't a lot of tweets that are happening from the convention right now because people are queuing up and they're quite busy getting into the hall. Sorry, I keep reading. I have to stop and keep reading what's happening in the chat over there. Why can't they do any video? Oh, right, okay, that's an important thing, because what it is this convention is mostly set up to be the most, supposed to be kind of like a closed space, the most personal kind of interaction that you can have with other fans and the guests that are invited. So I kind of, there's arguments for and against it. The argument for it is because these people are actually paying for an event. It's something that may only be the only thing that they can afford to go in the year, and it's going to be a very special event for them. Also from the organisers' perspective, I know how tricky it is setting up something virtual because I'm doing it right now. I had a little hiccup before with my Windows, and I managed to fix it. But I also, when I was doing test streams earlier on in the week, I came across difficulties from echoing because when media started to play on my desktop, it came through on my mic and created feedback. So I'm trying to not click on anything that creates a echo. It's and also if you're creating an event for people, you want them to have the best experience possible, and if it's anything, it must be quite stressful. If you go onto Star Fury's website, you'll see that they've got so many other fan conventions going on, so they obviously know what they're doing on that. Having the additional stress of making sure that the audio and everything's correct for a virtual event, I could imagine that would be quite difficult. I know I've been quite stressful trying to get this thing working today, and it's been quite a cool, intimate thing. WA7. Oh, you're buying a ticket for next year? Oh, brilliant. So you've never been to a convention before, really? Oh, they're really cool. There's but I've never actually been to a convention where I've met people online first and then I've arranged to go. I've just had a convention which has happened near me, and we just decided to go, which had a lot of the themes were based around Star Wars, and because they had guests from the, and really enjoyed it. The cosplay part is brilliant. Sorry if I keep stopping, I'm reading the comments section. I don't want to keep waffling and not acknowledge what people are saying in the live stream. Oh, so W47 says you would have gone this year, but you had a family holiday booked. Well, that's it, isn't it? Because it's not, conventions are not cheap. They can work out to be quite expensive. I mean, if you live near the convention, then that's one cost that you don't have to pay, because you don't have to pay to travel. If, for instance, because there's a lot of people which have travelled internationally and come to this convention, it's quite wow. You never attended one? Oh, it is pretty cool. I would imagine this one's more special because there's people have sort of chatted for a long time online, but they're seeing each other for the very first time, which is very different. Oh, I just turned 19 and my family would never take me. So, all right. Oh, it must be, yeah. I mean, I've been to London once. Apparently, for Britons, it's not a thing to go to London because if anybody even suggests that we go any more than 50 miles in any one direction, it's like, you what? Why? Because we're used to everything being so close and easy to get to. If you live in Scotland or north of England or sort of northwest Wales or even Ireland, for instance, it's gonna take a while for you to get to London. So I was quite surprised to read earlier on that some switches have actually taken an aeroplane to get down there. But if it's quicker, why not? And it's more convenient, and you don't have to travel very far from the airport to get to the venue. That's totally worth it. It'd be amazing if Taylor and Amalia sung together. They can, I suppose, but if you turn around and ask them to sing the Macarena, I'm pretty sure that would be allowed. I'm funny. Well, I don't think they'll be able. I don't know if they'll be able to sing. Well, Redemption, they could. Maybe they'd be able to sing that. Fans could certainly sing it, but it's unclear. I know they can't do things like vlogs or podcasts. So if I had like Anne in the foyer and a cast member come through, well, they wouldn't be allowed to. Anne wouldn't be allowed to approach them because they're not allowed to at the event, because they don't want them to invade their personal space. 2, they probably, well, I don't know. Don't know exactly what they're allowed to talk about and what they're not, because of the strike. They're not allowed to talk about any kind of projects and things. So me asking somebody to contact them so that they can get them on the phone so they could be on on here that would be a big definite no-no. Oh, you were saying that to your mother earlier, that you were going next year, and she didn't think it was a good idea going to London, but she said she can't stop me. Well, it's a worry, isn't it? When I went, it was I got invited to do an event, and at first I wasn't going, then I was. Then just like this live stream, I wasn't going to do this, and then I did. And it surprised a lot of people when I just suddenly said, right, okay, I'm going to buy a ticket, I'm going to go. And I'm glad I did, because that was the one and only time I ever went to London. And if I'd not done that, I would have never have been. And it's weird, isn't it? I've talked to people online that think that London is the centre of is England, and that's it. There's nothing that ever exists outside there. But it's because it's the capital, isn't it? It's the most connected. Outside the capital, I mean, inside the capital, they've got the best infrastructure, the best transport. The further you move out of that area, the less so, because we've got a railway system that's over 150 years old. That's from the Victorian era, and our government wants to bring in something that's called HS2, which is high speed rail, but it's costing billions, because to be able to connect the south to the north. Well, there's lots of obstacles in the way, from like houses, and they have to do what's called they have to what's it called? They have to do purchase orders on houses, and house prices are expensive, which is pushing the price up. Anyway, that's nothing to do with the Witchbomb. But if that existed today, I think probably more switches would use that to get to London rather than taking the plane. Thing that panics me the most is getting there because of Hereford. Oh yeah, you never been on the train. Well, the thing is, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to buy tickets, and I won't be surprised by the end of the week the gold tickets are gone. Okay, at the very latest. And what they did this year was they set up something that's called a WhatsApp group, and people who were going could exchange ideas of what they were going to do once they got there. So the people who've bought the tickets first have had a whole year to arrange that and to build up and the excitement over it. So there's people have given telephone numbers, so that once they got there, they would know where to go, and they wouldn't feel as though they were on their own. I know that Elodie, for instance, with another French fan. This other French fan had never been to anything like this. No, I don't know if they've ever been to London before, but I think they made arrangements with her family to make sure that they felt okay with her going, that they had someone to look out for her, and I think that's helped a lot for them. I'm not mentioning names. If they ever watch this, they'd probably know. We should make a gesture to show our support in the strike and thank them for being here anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody that is angry with the strike, because it has to happen. It has to. People are being taken advantage of. There's what's happening with what could happen with AI is quite scary. It's a very real threat, because people think that they can just go and get themselves scanned, and then that's it. Suddenly they're not required to do any more work anymore, because they'll just use them without consent. You also love beer, so you'd fit right in with you guys. Well, believe it or not everybody drinks. You're going to find out that not everybody will. They're going to have a party, and that's going to end at 2 a.m. and there's not everybody that's going to want to stay up that late, because they want to be up next day. Waiting for the answer for a solution. Apparently 4 litres is too much. Are you talking about alcohol there, guys? Oh dear. Do you know something? I've been chatting and not even realised, because when it got to about 7:45, I was slightly panicking, because I was wondering, how am I going to waffle on for this amount of time without making people bored? Have you enjoyed yourselves? Have I been interesting? Please give me feedback. And while you're doing that, I'll blow up another balloon because I need to use these up. I've had them in withdraw for ages. I mean, what can a red balloon do? It's not like a blue one. It's not like people are gonna. Ow! Ooh, why does it hurt when you try and tie it up? I'm waiting for some kind of inkling from the chat here that I'm actually being entertaining. Everybody's having their own conversations in there, and I'm just, yeah, hi. I'm waving to the camera. You want to know where we're all from? Some switches from the convention might join now, and Marianne as well, as we can hear what they are doing. Oh, thank you for saying that you enjoyed tonight. Good. I've been so worried because I've made notes this afternoon, and we're thinking this is not going to last an hour, even with a phone call from Anne. This is going to be like, oh, this is going to be a disaster. My vote is phone a few switches out there. I don't have anybody else's phone number. This was, and the problem is, at the start of the week, from Monday onwards, people were not using social media as much. Now, not because they didn't want to, it's because they're very busy making sure they're packed and getting ready to go, and they've got all the passports and, you know, the usual stuff that people do before they travel. So I've managed to catch Anne here and there. She offered for me to call. She offered me a phone number about a month ago when I first came up with the idea, and then I thought, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work because it's a closed event. What are you going to talk about? Oh, thank you for saying that. I did not. I've got 26 people watching. Yay! I thought I was going to get just one, so I'm doing better already. Oh, well, I've got to get rid of this balloon, guys. What should I do with it? Should I leave it, or should I make it pop? Oh, I've honestly run out of things to say. Should we end it there, or hang on? One last check at Twitter. Okay, I'm so afraid of scrolling on something and finding somebody's picture that they might complain and ask me to take the video down, or probably might edit it anyway later on. You think I should pop it? Oops, that's knocked my wind off. Okay, social experiment. Okay, now there was someone that once said to me, by making, if you have a wish, by saying it out loud has a possibility of making it true. So if I make a wish and pop on a balloon, does that make it true? Will it make it happen? That's the social experiment. And I've lost my my pointy pen for popping. Pointy pen for popping. Pointy pen for popping. That I am in a triangle to try and bring beers. Oh, you're trying to bring beers for the next conversation next year. Next convention next year. Okay, so, right, okay, is my wish, okay, that some kind of resolution happens with this strike, with the writer's strike and the actor's strike soon. And are we allowed to do, we're allowed to do more than one wish per balloon, otherwise this is going to get tricky. I'm going to have to do one for each one. Okay, so this one is for the strike, and also for the renewal of Motherland Fort Salem, and also speedy filming of Warrior Nun, because although they have the positive outcome, kind of, it has been said that season 3 of Warrior Nun is happening, that is also affected by the strike, like so many other projects, and it's not happening. It's just not, and it may not even be on Netflix. So they're possibly going to have to look for somewhere else for it to be streamed. Who knows? That's all in the future. So that's my wish. And so be it. I've waffled on enough. You guys had enough of me yet? Hope you're a star, let you do it. I'm only catching little pieces of conversation. These guys are having their own conversation without me. Oh, do you guys want to wrap this up now? Are you done? Or should I just stand here and read what you have to say while we're in the live stream? Okay, I'll tell you what, let's go on to, let's see if, actually I really enjoy this live, that's brilliant. I'll tell you what we haven't done. We've talked about the other conventions, so what we can do is, I don't know whether you guys are aware, but you can actually look at Instagram through your web browser. What you can't do, as I found out yesterday, is you can't open or read posts. You can see the thumbnails, but you can't do anything else, but oh well. I do have the app, but you can't, it won't allow me to show you what's in the app through OBS Studio, which is the software that I'm using to stream with at the moment. I can't type Instagram. Oh, I'll do. Hopefully I should be still logged in. Is anybody tagged me for anything? No messages. Oh, Global Switches Community, there you are. Oh, there isn't anything new though. So no one's tagged me with any kind of new information on Instagram. Let's have a look at Twitter. Hope you guys can see what's on my screen, by the way. Oh, here we go. Here's some more pictures from inside the convention hall. Can you see that? I can get away with that because it's not showing people's faces properly, is it? We're going to have to do something together next year. My situation is not going to change next year, and I won't be able to go to the convention again. Whether I'll be here to do this again, I don't know. Whether I'll do another stream, I don't know. But if you guys enjoy it, maybe. Oh, there you go. There's an official uniform there from the costume department. That is. Let's see. It's going to be in Illinois. I'm humming and ahhing. There's another picture of the entrance. Just think, you know, it's with Twitter changing so much, who knows if this timeline will still exist next year. That's the thing, isn't it? Oh, look, there you go. Alicia's posted a couple of photos of the convention hall. That's, wow. Look at how many people's there. Can you guys see that? That is quite, wow, that's something, isn't it? Wow. Look at all the balloons. Look at, I mean, this is the blue balloons aren't anything to do with Star Fury. That is what fans have collectively done. As soon as people have come in, Anne and Sarah, I don't know if any other fans have been passing balloons out, but wow. When they said they'd been giving out a lot of balloons, I absolutely believed them. Look at that. Oh, wow. Let me just close that a sec. Oh, God. I'm excited for them. I'm not even there. All I'm looking at is a screen with with Witchbomb on it. Oh, no, you didn't see that, guys. You didn't see that, guys. That didn't happen. No, we're getting pictures of people who are taking photographs of themselves, and they might not like me having it in my live stream, so I'm just gonna, yeah, end that there. At least we've got a better look at the convention area. What do you? Hello. Sorry, you're a bit late, newcomers. I'm so sorry. We've been going at this for about an hour and 15 minutes. I was only aiming to be here for about an hour, and I've been waffling on about all kinds of stuff about the convention. We've spoken to Anne in the UK that gave us some information about what was happening as they were waiting to go into the convention hall. It looks like they're going to start very soon, or if they haven't already, because there's I think those pictures that we've just got up on Twitter, let me just go back on there a minute, see if we can, there you go. These were posted 43 minutes ago, so it's very likely the event has actually already started. So, has anybody got any new news that I don't know? You think there'll be rows of chairs? Oh, sorry about the thingy. I think they did rows of chairs last year. Now, this year they've done large circular large tables, haven't they? Wow. That's interesting. I want to scroll down. Hang on. Trying to avoid people that are showing themselves on the internet, in case they don't like the faces being on here. Although any of you at any time could actually... Oh, there's the stage, guys. There's the stage. That's very much like last year, isn't it? They had a similar stage then, didn't they? It wasn't called Witchbomb last year. It was called Survival 5 because they had cast members of the 100 there. And I've not seen the 100. Not seen it at all. So when cast members from that show came on, I was like, who are these? I think most of our fandom was interested in the one guest that was from Fort Salem, and that was Taylor. They went nuts when she was on stage. But I feel quite embarrassed that I still haven't seen 100 yet. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a noob. God. Hands up who's having FOMO. There's another picture of the stage. Yeah, it doesn't sound interesting looking at someone else's timeline, does it? Oh dear. Will we actually be able to see the event? Well, that might be a case of seeing whether they're allowed to get the phones out and film any of it. They did last year. Oh, sorry. Hello, Daryl. Hello. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. And hello, new people that have come in. If I missed you out earlier on. What else is there? I wonder if anybody has posted anything on TikTok. Should we have a look? I think we should have a look on TikTok. Hang on. Doubt it though. Most people post on thingy, don't they? Witchbomb Star Fury. Oh right, all we've got is promotional stuff from Star Fury. We don't actually have not found any fan stuff uploaded yet. Wonder if that's going to change next week. That's next week, tomorrow, sorry. Wonder if Taylor brought her siblings. Well, don't know. You never know. When will it start? Right, okay. According to the, I have to excuse me, I'm going back into Twitter again, and I should have really printed it out. I'll just go into my bookmarks and have a look. So, that's Sundays. That's not the right one. Oh yeah, no. There you go. It's got it here. It's supposed to have. It's probably already started, so there might not be a lot of stuff being posted right now. You might only get it sort of like later on, or sort of like tomorrow. So it's 21 minutes past 8 at the moment, so at 8:30 is going to be the Beltane Disco. So that's going to happen in the next, 11 minutes or so, maybe, if they're running on schedule, that is. And then the disco ends at 2 o'clock. Any other questions? Yeah, it might have started, it's just people aren't posting stuff yet. They've been waiting since 7:30. Yeah, because from what Anne said earlier on in the phone call, although you know, if you've only just come in, you should be able to watch this tomorrow, and you'll be able to hear hopefully what Anne said. Now, at the point when she had her phone call about 7:15, there was lots of people queuing in, so queuing to get into the main hall to get the seats. So that would have took a while. What are the discos? I don't know if the discos are open to everybody or whether it's just gold ticket holders. Now, that's something that would have been strictly, listed when attendees bought their tickets. So that information, I can't find that information for this year's, because when they sell the tickets, I think they've took that down. But you can have, they'll post more information about next year's very soon, but you can buy tickets right now. And if you want a gold ticket that would give you access to everything, you need to jump on it quickly, because they go first. Maybe we can do a live every other day over the next 2 days, and switches can share their experiences. Oh, that would be really good. If I was more set on what I was doing from the very beginning, because I didn't have confidence in what I was doing, because first I was going to do it and then I wasn't. And when Anne offered her phone number to me, I thought that would be an interesting idea. And then when I had a couple of days of chatting to Anne about it, because we didn't know what the itinerary was, we were worried that we wouldn't have access to people at the convention because of rules over when you can and can't use your phone. Luckily, though, I called her before things really started to, get going. But there's going to be instances where there's lots going on. You need to be able to set a time like we did today to call somebody, so that they're not in the middle of a sort of like a meet and greet, or in a Q&A, or I wouldn't want them to miss something that they've paid money for. It's difficult. I'm glad now, because the nerves were very, very real. I'm sure I'll have to have a look at my blood pressure, because I've got my watch monitors that. I'm pretty sure my heart was bouncing out my chest when I started, and I was not able to go and form a sentence. But thank you, thank you so much for the support. It's meant a lot, really. It is. There's plenty of people that do live streams. On the first one, they're lucky to get 5 people watching, and I'm aware that maybe if there wasn't a convention and I did a live stream, you might have more people watching. But the whole point of doing the convention doing the live stream is so that we can chat about things that we've seen or heard, because the stories I've heard, not everybody sees the same thing on their timeline because of what happens with Twitter. Oh, thank you, Joy. You're so lovely. Thank you so much. Yes, yeah, I know. That was what I mean. I've asked people in the live stream earlier on, if you were Marianne in that situation, and you saw Amalia just a few, waiting to get on the same flight as you are to go to the same convention, what would you do? Would you do what Marianne did? Would you go over and have a chat with her? Would you pretend that you didn't see her and just try and act normal, or would you try and walk somewhere else because you were afraid that you'd make that person anxious? It took a lot of guts to be able to go over and chat. Oh, thank you, W47, thank you. You are wonderful. Thank you. Mwah. Oh, live streams. Who wants to do them, eh? It's so stressful, but it's enabled me to chat with you, and it's interesting. And when I was waffling on, you guys were all having a chat to each other about different stuff. That's fun. So when we have a chance to chat with Marianne, we'll probably be able to ask her a little bit more, but about a conversation. But obviously nothing too personal. I think it was just a general chat, friendly chat, and it was very good natured and very nice. I'm very natural at bringing switches together as a family. Oh no, thank you. The thing is, though, you guys gave me a reason to do this, and rather than me being like a Grinch, or being grumpy and reading everybody else's, I mean, it's hard, isn't it? You see everybody having a great time, and you want to be a part of it, and you can't. But I feel much better for doing this now, because I'm not the only one that can't go, and I feel less bad. It's okay to thingy, and I'm waffling now. Sorry. Oh, should we end this now, or is there anything else any of you want to say before we go? And sorry for leaving a bit of dead air here, because there is a bit of lag. Yeah, they would. Both Amalia and Taylor would venture towards people outside set for autographs. They have done that. They're very generous with their time. But at an event, it's Anne said earlier on that they have minders at the event, just sort of like, I think, to give the guests peace of mind, so give them a little bit of protection in case there's some toxic fans. But most are generally, really nice and respect boundaries. But there's got to be some odd occasions where some fans don't do that. I really ran out of things to say. Are we going now, guys? Is there something else you want to say? I think that's it, everybody. I'm sorry I've not been looking at the camera very much. I just realised that it's not a natural thing when you're doing this for the first time. It's just sort of like text practice, because when you are looking at an image of yourself on your screen, you feel drawn to look at that rather than the camera. I'm not good at that. You're welcome. Goodbye, everybody. That's all, folks. Goodbye. Best wishes to you. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for coming. Take care. Okay. I'm definitely going to press the off button. Take care. See you tomorrow. I don't know if we're doing another one tomorrow. If we do, I'm going to post it on Instagram and Twitter if we do. But we'll see. It's just the anxiety and build-up. Because I'm excited for the people that are there, and I'm also sort of like anxious whether or not I can fill that time with interesting things. It's quite tricky, Okay, I'm going. I'm pressing the off button. Bye bye, everybody. Love you lots. Thank you so much. Bye bye.